Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenville's finest. Boss.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we're going to see Keenan Allen. He just crossed the century mark last week with 102 yards. It's the Chargers and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, everybody loves to see the deep ball. We know that. We got a couple of quarterbacks here who can really sling it. Carson Wentz and Justin Herbert.
I like your point there, partner, because it is back in... Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz. Wentz first play going right to the air. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Wentz. Steps away to his left. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend. And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Herbert on 3rd down now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give for Edwards running right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Edwards will score. Touchdown, Chargers. A statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a play fake. Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's caught on the right side, Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Up the middle, it's Edwards. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Chargers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and say, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. Last play they got stuffed in the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Now a handoff, Edwards. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 is Spiller. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Wentz's throw taken in here by Patrick. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Wentz going to throw. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Play action. It's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On second down, Williams. And room there to work it inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw again on second down. Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Herbert now. Under pressure, they got him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the Chargers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Edwards. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Gus Edwards, his first rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Wentz now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz out quickly to Judy. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, 60 yards. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. No problem there on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On the handoff, Edwards. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Wentz now to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy from 13 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Nathaniel Hackett told his offense to stay put. They're going for 2. Wynn's going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The LA offense ready for this next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Now it's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 26. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now a run with Edwards. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw caught here by Dulcich.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's Wentz to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wentz. Quick throw, finding Dulcich. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wentz to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now Wentz signaling frantically. Let's get to the line. And it's caught. Touchdown. Greg Dulcich. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by a field goal. 57 seconds to go. And the 4th down stop gives them a new lifeline, at least for the moment. Back to throw. Wentz. That one to Swain complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.